stop talking.
Sorry.
No, I'll say it. This one is Ganesh hand gesture, which is the elephant kind of thing, or if that offends you, you can call it the heart one. This one is, it works on the heart, it helps to strengthen the heart, and it helps to release tension and stress and burden that we carry, and helps us to get through life. So we have our right hand kind of facing towards us and our left hand facing away, and then we're gripping the hands, they're kind of in front of our heart. As we breathe in, we're going to sort of pull the arms apart, and as we breathe out, we're going to let them relax. We're going to do 6 of these, and then you're going to place your hands over your heart, and we'll finish off breathing from there.
Do tense how muscles as we breathe in?
You're tensing, so you're pulling as if you're pulling the hands apart, and then as you're breathing out, you're just letting them relax. And you'll, as well as working the so it stretches the shoulders, the back of the back and the chest, but also kind of stretches the heart as well and gets a bit more in there. So if we bring our hands in, sitting nice and up, close our eyes, let our shoulders relax down, breathing in, pulling apart, and breathing out, letting it go. So we place our hands on our heart. So we let our hands just rest on our lap. So from here, we're going to stretch our neck. So we're going to tuck our chin down. We're just going to hold it here for 3 breaths, feeling the weight of the head stretching through the neck and through the back. And then suck the chin up and roll the head slightly. And feeling that stretch through the front of the neck and the front of the chest. Again, bringing that chin back down. Again, sucking that chin right the way back. Bring the ear towards the shoulder. If you're tucking the ear towards the right shoulder, kind of push the left elbow towards the floor. And you'll feel that it will just increase that stretch through the shoulder. And bring it back to center. Again, just tucking that chin in. Again, it was the left ear, shoulder to the ear, push the right elbow down. And bring it back. We're again going to tuck the chin in and turn and look over our shoulder. Again, if you're looking over the right shoulder, pull the left shoulder back. Bring it back to center. And taking it round the side, and again, whichever way you're looking, pull the opposite shoulder back. And bring it back to center. So with the shoulders, you're going to breathe in, lift the shoulders up. And as you breathe out, just flop them down. And we'll do 4 of these. Let's do 1. And they just kind of release all this through here. So we're taking it into a ragdoll. We're going to go into a forward bend. You're going to imagine that you're kind of being blown by the wind. Always come back to center, tuck your chin in and roll up slowly. And then just see how you feel, especially if you've got blood pressure problems. Even if you haven't, whenever your head's down for a bit of time, your blood pressure is right. So you can either sit back or you can move slightly forward. So we're breathing in. And then we're breathing out, bringing our arms down into swan diving down. We're letting ourselves go, just kind of moving as if we're being blown by the wind. You'll feel this stretching through that lower back. We're going to bring it back to center, tuck the chin, and roll up. Back. Another second, make sure that you feel okay. Yeah, here we go, one more time. Arms up, then stretch them out, take them down. And again, as if you're being blown by the wind, you're in the front. Also helps release the shoulders as well. coming back to centre, we're tucking the chin and we're rolling. So we'll bring in our hands and we'll do a cat and cow to work our back as well. So we're bringing our fingers and we're starting with one finger on the outside, and the next time we do it, we'll swap fingers. So we're swapping with wherever the little finger is. Every time we do this, we're going to do it 4 times. So I'm starting with my right little finger on the outside. You're going to tilt the pelvis under, push the hands out, push through the shoulders, breathing out. Then we're going to bring our thumb and our index finger together. We're turning them so that they're pointing up. We're pulling them back. We're tilting our pelvis the opposite way around. And we're breathing in. This works the meridian lines through the shoulders and help release the shoulders. So we're bringing it back and we're coming back on a breath out. So now we're going to take the left little finger. We're going to breathe in and we breathe out. We're bringing our 2 fingers together. We're turning them up. We're breathing in as we're rolling back. And then when we need to breathe out, come back to the end. And our hips are straight. So we'll do 2 more. So right little finger, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Left finger, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. And breathing out. And hopefully with that, you felt the hips moving, and as you kind of come back to that natural, the straight part, should felt really nice. So we'll take it down to the hips. So with this, keeping your lower body straight, you're just trying to lift your bum on bum cheek off the chair at the top. It doesn't have to lift it, well, it's not like I'm getting to kind of do that. You're just moving them side to side. This is working these muscles on the side. We work the lower back muscles when we're going forwards and backwards. And then we're going to bring it together. We're going to either bring our legs close to one another or over the top, whichever you prefer. Even if you just do that, that's fine as well. And we're going to turn and look over the back. I'm going to hold it here for 3 breaths. And we're bringing it back. So we'll change sides. Again, at any point, it's up to you. Taking it and looking around the back. Yeah, you got that, that's it, yeah. Then we'll bring it back. Now you can change again. I'm going to stay here so it's easy for you to see what I'm doing. So again, it's the one that's on top. We hold on to. We look around the back. And sometimes these are a bit weird on our lower back. because we're twisting, especially if we don't turn one way all the time, then you'll feel it pulling quite tense underneath the shoulder blade. Let's bring it back. We're going to swap. And bringing it back. Taking the feet apart. We'll take it into our pelvic floor. So hands down, shoulders back. Tilt your pelvis slightly. So you don't want to be here. You want to then make yourself come up a little bit more, and if anything, kind of tilt slightly forward. So that parts of our anatomy facing like that. So from here, we're going to pulling it back, pulling at the front, and pulling out our stomach. And just hold it. And relax. So again, at the back, at the front, at the belly, and hold. And third one, pulling it back, at the front, at the belly, make sure you breathe. And relax. 4. At the back, at the front, at the belly, and breathe. And relax. Last one. At the back, at the front, at the belly, and lovely. So we'll take it down into our hips and our thighs. So from here, we're going to take our legs apart, move to the edge of our mat. We're going to reach up, breathe in, and we're breathing out, and we're reaching down. We're going to lift up as we breathe in, And we'll do 3 more with it. So breathing out, you'll feel this stretching on the inner thighs. And breathing in. And 2 more. Last. Breathing. So we're going to stay in this position, but we're going to kind of turn ourselves round towards one leg. We don't want that leg to fall in. Now, as soon as you turn, it'll want to come with you. So try and keep pushing that back, but turn from the waist. So we're breathing in, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go down towards one leg, breathing out, and breathing in to come back up. We're going to stay on this leg and do 3 more. And you should feel it into the kick of the other leg. Breathing out, breathing. 2 more. And back up. So we're going to twist and then to the other side. And to keep and think on that leg, if the knee doesn't drop in, we go forward. Which as you want to come forward, it wants to come in. So push it back. Last. Bring it back, taking it down. So we'll move into a side. We're going to place our elbow onto one knee. We're going to take our hand and we'll take place on the lower back and we're rolling ourselves back. But you're using your hand, you can, I'll leave it there, where you can push it out and push, and then you're looking up towards the seat. So we're coming back up, bending the elbow, bringing ourselves up. We'll try the other side. So the elbow goes down, thumb goes down behind our back. We pull the elbow back and we push the hand to go straight. So it kind of twists us into that lower back, and also you'll feel it into the thigh. The arms, we're bringing ourselves up. We'll try that again, but we're going to open this arm. So we'll take it down. Now the hand that's on our back, we're going to take it out and you should have your little finger up. You're going to straighten the arm and then you're going to turn it so the thumb goes up. And the same thing, you're going to push that arm down, you're going to bring that arm up. And if you can bring it all the way to your ear, but if you can't, then and then we'll bring the arm up, coming up, bringing ourselves back to center. And we'll try the other side. So elbow down, come round. So we're taking it out and we're turning it. We turn it from here so we protect our shoulder. And then we're breathing in, lifting up at the same time as pushing back with that arm and lifting it up, all right the way towards us. And then bringing it back up. bringing them legs back together. Lovely. Should have found that's working through the hips. So we'll take it down into our knees. So holding onto the legs, it's on the edge, you're going to lift one foot and you're pulling it back and straightening it out, so taking it back and forward. You're trying to bring it back as far as it can go. But if we sort of place our hand on our knee, we're listening or trying to feel for any clumps, any clicks, anything that's in there. And at what point the mind clumps there. So we bring it down, we'll try the other side. So again, we're looking to see if there's anything different on the other side. If it's the same on both sides, then it's just natural. If there's something slightly different on one side or the other, then maybe there's something a little wrong. Again, my clunk is same place it was. And it's like an elastic going over the top. You know, that's what it feels like, which is what it probably is. It's just my ligament going over. So bring it down. So that's the one movement that our knee can do. The other movement is a slight side to side. Not much, just a little side to side. And again, this is just because our foot will do this when we go out. It'll move side to side because of the knee as well. And then bring it down. Let's try the other side. Again, it's just thinking, is there anything wrong? And then we'll bring it down, take it into our toes. So we're just going to point, keep stretching, so we'll stretch in the front of that foot. And then if you put it back, flex, or pushing the heel away. We're pointing, and again, we're thinking, how does that fit in the ankle? How does it fit in the knee? How does it fit in the thigh? So that's whenever you step up, that muscle that's working. When you're pulling it back, is it the same place? And then bringing it down. Do one more. Pointing. Flexing. Again, these are movements that we lose. We don't know. Sometimes they just go. We haven't even realised that they've gone. Especially the pulling back. And that's your lifting the foot up. That's again why people trip, because they get what we call drop foot. They're there, the foot kind of just drops. But until you notice it, you don't notice it. It just is one of them things that just is one of the other ones. Just springy. And then bringing it down. Is that much? So the one thing, like I said, we do lose as we get older is our spring. So if you come up onto your tiptoes and you're just going to lift your feet up, lift. Now you can keep it to one leg at a time, or you can do two. Like I say, it seems like it should be something we can still do. But it's again, it's one of them things that basically it just starts to go. And we think, when did that happen? But it's our springing.
Do it fast, but easier.
But you'll feel it's all these muscles here that we stretch. So we're going to stretch the back of our leg now. Now you can use a band. I'll bring round some band. You don't have to do that. You can, I'll show you without the band as well. Because it's going to affect your hip, so I'll show you a version without it.
I'll sit it out, because I need to know if
Oh, you need to do it. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So just kind of do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you're doing is just that. Nothing more than that. For us, we're going to do that. So you can, like I said, hold it here and just straighten the leg a little bit and see if that goes. Like I said, don't bother, just hold, just lifting it up will be just enough, even if it's just that. Or if you could grab your foot, you try and bring it up that way. But that's why I'm giving you the bands. So I'm giving you the bands. So you place the band around. Now, if you've got the elastic ones, you want to try and grab as close to your foot as possible, because as soon as you push out, it'll stretch out so far. And then it makes it a little bit harder to pull up. So if you get in as close to your foot as possible, it doesn't give you much band. But you're just lifting the leg up towards you. And you'll feel this in your lower back. It stretches all the hamstrings, the calves, and it also gets into that lower back. We're going to bend the knee in. We're going to bring it down. We'll try the other side. Again, we're going forward. We're trying to grab as close to the foot as possible. We're bringing the knee up. We're straightening the leg. And we're lifting. This is heron. Again, let's bring it down. We'll change. Second time's always the best. Body knows what you're going to do. Again, we're going to change. Again, what you're doing is stuff in there. Just
All right, jump.
And then we'll bring it down. And we're back. So again, we're working into these hips, we're tightening the muscles around the hips. So again, see how much you can do. You can do this, we did it when it was just us, and we did a kind of a version of this, but you can do it without doubles. You're bringing your hands on the inside of your knees. You're going to try and close your knees, but at the same time, you're going to try and push them open with your hands. Well, nothing's going to win. It's going to be the same pressure on both. So you're pulling your knees together and you're pushing out with your hands. This is a kinetic exercise. So it works the muscles, but it does no injury or no strain on the joints because they're not moving. The muscle patch. It will work the muscles in the hips and also in the shoulders. And then we're going to. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to try and open our legs, but we're going to push our legs together. We're bringing our hands on the outside of our knees. Again, you're going to open your legs, but you're going to stop. Now this is working for inner. And wedge. And relax. How was that?
So good.
Yeah,
Long hips swung.
yeah. Like I said, it works the muscles here.
I'm feeling it right now.
Oh, around there.
It's really tender.
So see what if it's too much, then don't do it. We're going to do one. So again, we're going back on the inside. And we're going to try and squeeze our legs together. We're pushing out. It may give you something like this.
Yeah,
To help with the, like I said, it works the muscles, it doesn't affect the
yeah.
joints.
Sheets of exercise.
Are you doing it?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, do it for many years now. I've always done it. Why doesn't it?
I tell you what, hip and knee operations are one of the best operations you can have. You can't have them.
I know to talk materials, the ceramics, the plastics, the metal.
Oh, no.
But you can't. No, that's why I'm kind of struggling in the knee, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that told me not to. I'm applying to artists called the Sappers now. And so I'm waiting to see what injections they So I'm allergic to the needles. So I'm on warfarin at the moment.
You need platinum, that's what it's put
I'm
on.
allergic to I've been tested on the back, City Road. I'm allergic to that. I've had a rash up there. So I've got to keep it on. Or keep it in my pocket.
Yeah, because people know.
Yeah.
So, see the outside. Out. But then it's got to be strong. It's really tiny.
Difficult
All
stuff
from
on your back.
yeah.
And all the I'm so allergic to all the dressings as well. Probably.
Yes, so.
Market Paul, Paul, St. Paul, Plaster, Cotton Wool.
Yeah, mine was allergic to mine.
I'm in allergic to cotton wool and Vaseline. Try.
It's weird because like mum had micropores and all of that, but also Pond's cream.
Oh yeah.
It used to make a skin bleed.
Yeah. I get like the pustles and then they fill up with liquid.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's I can't wear suntan lotion. The same thing.
No,
Yes.
no.
I get blisters.
Oh.
Which everybody thinks I'm just descending, but I don't. I can put it on. You can watch on one arm and
Yeah.
within a second. I'll get.
You feel it, can't start to.
Yeah. Strange thing, like my granddaughter, she was eating strawberries the other day and her face started going, and she went
yeah.
halfway through eating them going, oh yeah, I'm allergic to
Yeah.
strawberries.
Yeah.
Stop eating them. Yeah, it is a bit like my always did that to them. Right, so then we'll get that then. So we've done the inside of our legs. We're going to do the front of our thigh. So we're going to get you to stand up. So we'll do our standing. So we'll come up and out, and we can come up. All right, let's have a nice stretch back. But we're going to stretch the front of the thigh here, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel. So with this, we're going to stand at the front of our chair with our hand on the either the seat of the chair or the arm of the chair, depending on what you've got. You haven't got arms of the chair, then you use the seat of the chair. I'm going to use the arms. You're going to bring your right foot to the outside edge of your chair. Then you're going to see if you can step your left foot back a little bit further. And then you're pushing your right knee forward. And as you do that, you should feel that stretch in what's called the psoas. As you're sitting down. Now, this is a lizard pose, but we just haven't got all the way to the floor. Stayed up.
So we don't bring our heels down. We don't bring our heels.
Yeah, you're trying to push your heel down, which won't go to the floor. As you push down, you'll feel it stretching. It's more that the front of the thigh, this area here. So we're going to bring that back foot back in, and then we're going to bring the foot by the chair back in the same place. We'll take the left foot over, so it's at the side of the chair, and we're stepping our right foot back a little bit. We're pushing our left knee forward, push our left heel, right heel back. Then let's step the back foot in first. And then the other foot going backwards. We're going to do a similar thing, so you can come up and stand up and just give this back a little straight while I'll show you the next bit. So you're stepping the foot out like we've just done, stepping the foot back, you're pushing forward. Then you're turning that foot to the side and you're having a little look down the back. You're looking over the foot. Again, watch your hip with this because it goes right into the hip and it kind of does, sounds a bit thin, but it does that with it. Just kind of just pulls it out a little bit. So instead of us being squished down and it being squished the whole time, it just takes that pressure off the hip bone as you twist it round. Okay? So we're going to start with our foot first. It goes by the side of the chair. We take our other foot back. We're leaning forward and we're turning the foot over to the side. So it's rolling out to the side and we're rolling the knee out. And then we're having a look down the back. And you'll feel it into that back hip. It just rolls the hip out. And then we're going to roll back down, bringing the back leg in, bringing in the side leg, we're going to change sides. So the foot goes out to the side, the foot goes back, push into the knee, push the heel away, then roll the foot to the side, and have a look down. Like that. Bring the back foot in. Bring the side foot in. Bend the knees. Bring the side into line. So let's bring ourselves back down to our chair. So again, if we stand in front of our chair, remember how to sit down. So we go forward, breathe in, breathe out. Sit yourself back. Bring your right hand facing you, your left hand away. Grip the hands, relax the shoulders. Breathing in, pulling apart. Breathing out, relax. Bring your hands, place them on your heart, let your shoulders, your elbows relax. Is there anything that's worrying you, anything that feels like it's heavy, weighing you down? Every time you breathe out, imagine that you're just blowing it away, you're putting that worry, that stress into a little basket attached to a balloon. And every time you're blowing out, you're just blowing it slightly. These worries, these issues, we're not getting rid of them. They're still attached to you. You've just blown them away. Give us out with space, with the lightness. Whenever we feel we can deal with them, we can just draw them back in. Deal with all the momentum. Anytime life gets a bit hard, a bit stressful, sit and put your worries in a basket, blow them away a little bit. We're going to take a big breath in, lifting our arms up and out. Two more. Thank you all very much for joining me today.
Well, it's nice.
Really?
No, no.